about why CES is sort of getting to be a bigger and bigger temple for the media industry every year?
Well, I think that, and it absolutely is, 2015 show has more marketers than we've ever seen, certainly. And I think the reason for that is that marketers need to understand what is behind the change in consumer behavior, so that they can understand what the implications of those changes are for their products and services and what the potential applications are. So I think it's not necessarily looking at the technology for the technology's sake, but technology as the facilitator to this change in consumer behavior. And so to be able to understand how it's happening, that it's happening, and what does it mean to me as a marketer. So I think there's no denying that technology is changing every industry, and to all be in one place and to take a look at what it is that's changing and how it is that's changing is critical for marketing success today.
If you look ahead at sort of 2015 in the next 12 months, what do you think, what areas or what innovations or what sectors do you think are going to have the biggest impact for advertisers and marketers overall?
Well, I do think that the continued expansion and growth of video is going to be very, very important. I think our definition of what is television, and I think when someone says that today, I don't know, well, do you mean the hardware, or are you talking about video? Are you talking about content? So I think we're going to see sort of a smoothing out. We'll see a more seamless set of technologies for video. I think that's going to be very, very important. I think, of course, you know, the area of wearables, I think it will have an extraordinary impact on the consumer and therefore for marketers. And then I think the other one that I'm very, very interested in is the automotive field and how the Internet of Things and digital technology will affect that industry. I think that's something really, really to watch and to learn from and to understand in what other industries will we see real impact.
Got it. So I suspect you've been very busy and sleepless, but
yes.
In the little time that you've been able to actually see what's happening at CES and some of the announcements, what are your key takeaways for this year?
Well, I think, again, I think the mood among marketers, it's very upbeat. I see people far less intimidated than they were a couple of years ago by, you know, all of the shining lights and the talking refrigerators. I think that my takeaway is that this is an absolutely must-attend event. It is vital to understanding how to address consumers, whether they are consumers of business products or consumers consumer products. So I think the level of interest is higher than it's ever been. It's not just about walking the show floor, but behind those closed meeting doors, a very healthy discussion about how do I, as a marketer, play to win in this radically changed landscape.
Awesome. Thank you, Wenda.